Katherine Hodge. I'm going to be sharing with you my rising moment. But to understand why I want to be a teacher, you need to know what I've gone through. Ever since I was little, I was surrounded by teachers. I grew up in the school building even before I was of school age. My mom was a high school special education teacher at the time and taught Saturday school. I had the opportunity to go with her and sit in those classes. Although I was very young, Saturday school started to fire in me for teaching. As a result, once I entered elementary school, I signed up for every activity after school I could to help teachers and lessen their workload. I wanted to know everything that a teacher had to do in their daily life. By my 5th grade year, my mom was transferred to Golden Rule, an elementary school in Denison ISD. One of my mom's new opportunities was teaching summer school for the special education kids. A new opportunity for my mom meant a new opportunity for me. I enjoyed going to the school Tuesdays and Thursdays to help lead in activities with those students. My mom's role in schools played a big part into my introduction to teaching, but a traumatic event in middle school is what really shifted my focus to a career in education. My 8th grade year, I met Zach Alvarez and Rachel Raymer. Zach and I became very close friends very quickly and shared most of the same friends and spent our days at school together. Ms. Raymer was my honors algebra teacher. Ms. Raymer brought a certain type of joy to math that although I always loved it, she made me so excited for it. Ms. Raymer was a star teacher and an amazing role model. About halfway into our 8th grade year, Zach Alvarez was diagnosed with leukemia. Getting the news from his mom was one of the hardest things I've gone through. I had teachers and coaches try to help me, comfort me, but what bothered me the most was that Zach didn't have anyone that knew what he was going through besides Ms. Raymer. Zach was missing all of his school activities, all his after-school activities, all his sports and his dances, but Ms. Raymer, she had gone through the exact same thing. Ms. Raymer was in remission from her battle with leukemia. She had gone through everything Zach was experiencing already. Ms. Raymer used her understanding and spent time walking me through treatments, medications, and test results of Zach. Furthermore, she spent time with Zach, making sure he knew he had someone beside him that understood. Ms. Raymer kept her classroom door open at all times of the day and had a welcoming hug when she saw students come in. Ms. Raymer is the teacher I needed in that very moment. The year got better with Ms. Raymer by my side. Zach finished out the school year via robot, and I excelled in honors algebra. By my freshman year, I thought I had my life together. What classes I would take, the career that I would have in special education, and I had friends by my side. Then November 5th, I got a call in my journalism class from Zach's mom. Zach had been in remission for a while and was doing online schooling. When I answered the call, it felt like my world stopped. Zach had passed. Within a few minutes, Ms. Raymer was calling my phone to check on me and walking me through everything that was happening. Again, she was the teacher I needed in that moment. The death of Zach was something I struggled with for a while, and Ms. Raymer was always there to talk when I needed someone, even though she was not my teacher or on the same campus as I was. In November, Ms. Raymer began a new battle with cancer. She went into remission, and then 2 weeks later, back into the battle. This time around, it was a lot worse. At first, she was just in treatment and texting every day with updates, but then she had a stroke, and news had to come through her mother. After the stroke, Ms. Raymer was no longer herself, and the visit that I had scheduled, she canceled in fear of me remembering her differently. We both knew it was her time, and all she asked was that her students knew she loved them and to get to go home. She went home on December 5th to heaven. This news was the hardest for me to process. I no longer had my best friend or the teacher that helped me through everything, but both of them left a legacy. Zach was an amazing friend, one of the kindest people ever, someone that even at their lowest thought of others before himself. Ms. Raymer was a light in the darkness, someone that educated the mind and the heart at the same time. So as much as a foot in the door from my family helped me get interested in teaching, my experience with a one-of-a-kind teacher is what made me realize teaching is what I need to do. I believe so many students go through school confused, hurt, struggling, and just needing someone to talk to. I want to be like Ms. Raymer was for me. I'll be the teacher that cares for her students, that keeps her door open for anyone to stop by, the teacher that keeps up with her students from grade to grade to make sure they are doing well. I'll be the teacher that lends a helping hand, whether it's a personal problem or a math problem. I will carry on the legacy that Zach and Ms. Raymer left with me.